they shot to the back of a gun. Don't shoot yourself and die. Haters are softer than pumpkin pie. Out of my body, ain't even alive. I found all the phonies except for the
Second and 8. Play action, flip to the end zone, touchdown! The Sooners strike quickly. Marquise Hollywood Brown. Chubb on the toss, into traffic. They get a good block on the edge, and Chubb churning for a first down, running through tackles out near midfield. Big Isaiah Wynn, the tackle, sprung him.
Boy, what a great block on the outside. Watch that physicality by Miles McKinney right there. Opened up the edge. They want to get the ball on the perimeter. And that was a couple great blocks on the edge there.
Take it to Michel again. Fromm looked over the middle, now dumps it down. Caught, touchdown. Michel out of the backfield, and the Dogs answer quickly. Second and 10. Baker just turns and looks at Anderson. There was some kind of deception there. Anderson off and running, a stiff arm into Georgia territory, and Rodney Anderson rumbles down in the red zone. A huge game with a funky start to it.
Yeah, funky start. Watch the block by the big fella, Brown. He takes out one guy, he takes out another guy. And I'll tell you, Rodney Anderson is just slippery on 6. Whatever he can do to try to get them off balance.
Playing at warp speed. Anderson again barrels into the end zone. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for OU. Child, this is just a yard short of his career long. This from 48. Drives it, but it drifts and misses wide left. So the Dogs' 8-play, 44-yard drive comes up empty. 83 yards and a touchdown. Dogs crowd the line. This is Anderson who breaks free. Rodney Anderson in the clear, headed for the end zone.
Look at these linemen get up to that second level. I mean, you're letting him, and of course a great block by CeeDee Lamb, but when you're letting these linemen, Eric Wren the center, Ben Powers on that left side, Orlando Brown, they're putting a hat on a hat, and there's all that space, and CeeDee Lamb picks up Aaron Davis. There's nobody left.
For the Sooners offense and Baker Mayfield. Fromm and Georgia back to work, and Sonny Michel breaks free. Michel in the clear, a foot race. What an answer from Georgia. 75 yards.
Takes himself right out of the play. You have a defensive back responding, also the linebacker. There's nobody left. Great job by the right side of that offensive line. Thomas and Cleveland, they collapsed down. But what made it so much easier is that Kenneth Murray saw that jet action. Watch how he reacts to that. 2 defenders at corner, Trey Norwood, the middle linebacker, Kenneth Murray, both go with him. They bust. And by that bust, it creates a huge space. All that was left there was the defensive line.
Lined up 6 yards deep in the end zone. Takes the handoff and a quick burst. Chubb breaks free. Gets the edge. Nick Chubb rumbling. Churning out near midfield. Parnell Motley saved the touchdown. Georgia backed up no more.
Watch Kenneth Murray, the middle linebacker, take a wrong angle. He's going to follow this double team, but the linebacker in the middle takes the wrong angle. He busts a gap, and it allows Nick Chubb to be able to get right through there. Cleared out.
Sermon's in the game, and he's got the football, and he's got a crease. The freshman off and running. Gets a downfield block, barrels ahead. A physical finish to the run, and that fires up the OU sideline.
Well, this is 2 backs in the backfield. Rodney Anderson goes in motion and leaves Sermon back there. Look at the 2 linemen up front. This is the counter play that Oklahoma runs all the time. Ben Powers and Orlando Brown lead him around. They do a good job of getting a hat on a hat, and that's how you finish a run. Sermon, who's from the state of Georgia, runs right through.
Play clock winding down in this 3rd and 9 play. It's a screen. Brown in the clear. The sprinter cuts back. Hollywood Brown slips down inside the 15. They're lucky he didn't find the end zone. That guy's the fastest Sooner.
Yeah, kind of a mesh route. Watch the 2 receivers crossing each other underneath. A great block again by CeeDee Lamb.
It's a reverse. Lamb throws it to the quarterback, and Mayfield catches a touchdown pass. And goes sprinting down the field. Trickery from Riley, and the Sooners stretch the lead. CeeDee Lamb sold it well. Didn't flip the ball to his right hand until it was very near the line.
Right now he's thinking, I'm going to run. And then once they commit, then he just said, okay, you're just going to give it to me. I'll take it. He did a really good job of making that defense respect it. He's accelerating right there at the 7-yard line. You better come up, otherwise he's just going to walk into the end zone. Really, it was an either-or situation. The Georgia defense just in a real bind there. Look at,
not the prettiest throw, but he'll take it. Steps into it and drives it. Wow, hot rod. Comes up with 3. That's a Rose Bowl record. This is the 12th running play of this game for the Dogs, but they've had great success. Chubb not down yet. Churning and chugging to the end zone. "50 yards. Here.
This is yards after contact. Amar'e Bledsoe has him there. Okoronkwo comes over, but Nick Chubb is again a unique back, low center of gravity, great balance, and if you don't wrap him up, you're not going to bring him down. It's not just a physical offensive line. This is what we wanted to see. Could Oklahoma handle this? You're up high against him. You're not wrapping up. He gets off 2 more defenders, breaks 3 tackles, and takes it to the house for a touchdown. And again, just like that, Georgia's right back in the game.
Michel was active early, and now the Dogs had their second one-play touchdown drive of this ball game. It was Michel from 75, Chubb from 50.
You're talking about an offense that's averaging almost 12 yards a play.
2nd and 10. Play action. Mayfield steps up, escapes, a pump fake, but Roquan couldn't get him to the ground. You talked about the strength, Kirk, of Mayfield. He's beefed his body up. Got away for the Butkus winner there, but short gain.
But Roquan Smith, kind of almost like in that spy mode where he drops back, but he knows you got to be ready for the quarterback scrambling and taking off, and he's able to at least slow him down and allow the rest of the white jerseys to get there.
He perceived to be a late hit on Baker Mayfield. Take a look here. Rochester comes in. You see the knee and then the full body weight landing on Mayfield's head. Clearly.
They just get the play off. Michel in the clear. Sony Michel barrels down into the end zone. The hat trick for number 1.
Fromm goes away from the left, back to the right, something that often gets overlooked, but just getting out of a bad run play into a good run play. Give Jake Fromm a lot of credit for making the check at the line of scrimmage. That's a lot of game prep. This is what's really separated him from Jacob Eason. This awareness and an ability to make a check in a game like this, see the weakness of the defense, get Michel the ball, and he's off to the races.
Mayfield has time. This time overshoots Andrews, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Sanders. And the veteran safety scampers down inside the 10. The game's first turnover sets up the Dogs in scoring position. Fromm looking for the end zone. Delivers. Touchdown! Wims gives the Dogs the lead.
Many big plays tonight.
Mayfield takes a downfield shot. Deep ball. Catch made by CeeDee Lamb. They got single coverage, and they pitched it down there. He beat Tyreek McGee. Mayfield from the pocket. Still got it. Flips it to the end zone. Touchdown! Dimitri Flowers. How could a man named Flowers not make an impact in the Rose Bowl? And the Sooners a PAT away from tying this up again. This is
defense. You'll see him cross, but they want to get the ball to Flowers sneaking behind the linebackers. But watch the Georgia defense. Watch how they stick with it and take it away. See how that's taken away? But this is where Baker Mayfield is so dangerous. He takes away the intended receiver instead of giving up on the play, buys a little bit of time. How about Dimitri Flowers himself realizing that Baker Mayfield is going to make a play, gets away from Roquan Smith, and eventually gets away and gets the touchdown.
We've seen in the past from Oklahoma's defenses. Around the end, Michelle strung out and hit hard, loses the ball. It's out. The Sooners have it. Stephen Parker, a scoop and score.
And forces Michelle to have to go outside. Kelly, of course, makes the hit. How about Parker trying to keep his feet in bounds to be able to take the ball all the way to the end zone? They're going to have to take a look to make sure his feet stayed in.
Kelly again forcing the fumble, and Michelle has had a monster game. Found the end zone 3 times, makes a crucial mistake. Tremendous body control right there. That's the step they'll look at right there.
The left foot, the initial step, not this one. This one coming up right there. He's in. He's in. Yeah, he's in.
Chubb, it's the wild dog and the running back. Direct snap, cuts back and scores.
Yeah, this is overset to the right. Big, strong, couple extra bodies there. They outflank him. See the big freshman out front, Andrew Thomas. Put Nick Chubb on the corner there. He's going to find that crease. All those big bodies just pushing those Oklahoma defenders out of the way. But like I said, 55 seconds and 3 timeouts.
From 38 in the lead. Knocks it right through. Knocks it coolly through into the net. So a field goal for each offense in the first overtime. We had to double OT. Deflected. Blocked. The Dogs do it again.
I think Lorenzo Carter got in there. He's got such great length. It's 6'6". I think he was able to get the penetration, get up in the air, and get his right hand on the ball. How about that? From the right side of the offense. Watch him get up in the air right there. Full extension. Yes, he gets his hand on that to prevent it from going through.
They left him a gap. Carter took advantage. We mentioned how good Georgia's been at this situation. 3rd time this year they block a field goal in close, and now a field goal wins it for Georgia. Any points win it, and the Dogs would head back to Atlanta for a shot at the championship. Scored a touchdown earlier on a direct snap. Now it's Michelle's turn, running all the way. Gets to the edge. Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game.